And welcome to the last of the gameplay videos for the escalation pack, unless you've been watching these in a totally random order, in which it is welcome, or thank you for continuing to watch these four mechs. This is the Nightstar, and I've made one change to this mech. I dropped 1 ton of Gauss ammo and increased the engine size to a 300 XL. Other than that, armour and weapons and outside of that 1 ton of ammo, everything is exactly the same. Now, the Nightstar is a 95 ton assault for the Inner Sphere. It was developed at the very end of the Star League era, the Amara Civil War, and it's one of the 3 Marauder chassis mechs. Specifically, when the Marauder was designed, it was seen as a revolution within battlemech technology, and its sister mechs were the Nightstar, and I believe the third one was the Maelstrom, I think. I think it's the Maelstrom. But they were supposed to be the new dawn of battlemech technology and where it was supposed to go. Unfortunately, the Amara Civil War and the subsequent exodus by the SLDF under Kerensky pretty much put paid to that, and as such the Nightstar was lost to history for centuries until the Helm Memory Core allowed Norse Storm Industries to once again produce the Nightstar in any significant numbers. Up until that point, seeing a Nightstar in the Inner Sphere was probably incredibly rare or just didn't happen at all. So, what's it come with? 2 Gauss, ERPPC, 2 medium pulse, and a small laser. The small laser seems superfluous, but you have to remember a lot of the time in Battletech tabletop, you're not just always fighting mechs, you're fighting vehicles, you're fighting infantry, and infantry get killed quite easily by small lasers. So, yeah, it's pretty heavily equipped, pretty heavily armed. It's probably the one I had the most trouble with getting footage for. Probably a mix of me not being a very good assault pilot and also combined with just really bad luck, I think, in the drops. But the Nightstar is, in my opinion, one of the mechs I was really looking forward to based on its visual design, and was kind of let down by the change in the arms. I think the arms look a bit silly now. I don't know, I'm sure people who are more into the mechanics and everything about how the game works is probably going to tell me why in the comments, but looking at the original art, I know the arms weren't as low down as they were, but they weren't straight out either, so I mean they could do with reducing this, making them a little bit more diagonal. But outside of that, it's a cool looking mech. It's a nice update of, again, a classic from the faster days of Battletech. It's a bit of an odd choice to bring into an escalation selection of mechs, as it was never produced in the 3060s. It was originally produced in the 2700s, and again, a bit like the Annihilator, just seems like a bit of a random choice of assault for the Inner Sphere when there are plenty of options within the new tech period that they could have chosen. That said, word of warning, it does come with an XL. Some people bemoan it for some reason, not seeming to realise that the reason it has an XL is because that's what it had in the book. And for that reason, if you are averse to XLs in your assault mechs, you may want to immediately redesign the entire build. How you go about doing that is obviously entirely up to you, but if you don't like XLs in assault mechs, yeah. Sorry to say, its sight torsos do pop. Yes, they do. They do have a rather unfortunate size issue, I think, with the side torsos on the Nightstar. They are very easily exposed, and as such you will very easily die. It's definitely a mech that can benefit from armour and mobility quirks, in my opinion. I think if it can turn a little quicker and maybe even eke a little bit more speed out of it, it can be highly effective. The base design of it works like a sniper, but it has a lot of options for it. It's nice to have another 95 tonner available to us, and this one has a nice virtually all-round feel. I think there is a version of it that does have a missile launcher, but it wouldn't surprise me if PGI haven't already just made up a variant that equips that anyway. But the emphasis is on its ballistics and its arms, which, because of the change in the mounting, they do have a much easier time being able to hit targets. Whereas if they were low slung, obviously you would have to expose even more of the mech. It's a very sort of thick central sort of body that it's got on it. It's difficult to miss. Let's put it that way. I'd say it's actually got more of a mass to it to aim at than a king crab, if we're talking about mechs with this particular body style. It's a good mech. out of the pack though, probably not one I would recommend picking up for real cash, unless you're a die-hard fan of the old Marauder series of mechs from tabletop, or you're just a major fan of the Nightstar in the first place from tabletop days. If you are, then you probably like it. I like it because it's a pretty simple, straightforward build, but I can see why a lot of people are probably not that enamoured with it. Of course, it's popular right now because it's brand new. I, however, don't think it's going to be a common sight, unless something about the quirks or some of the upcoming changes to later weaponry and stuff really switch the emphasis back round to ballistics and such. It is a good sniping mech, and that's pretty much all it's meant to do. Sit at range and pepper targets and tear bits off piece by piece before moving up and yeah, opening cannibal pass with your allies. But other than that, it's as you can see at close ranges, it does get a little exposed, and those XL engines are prone to popping. So yeah, be aware of that when you play it. So overall, the escalation pack, it's pretty good. I like it. It's got 3 pretty solid mechs, and the Nightstar is okay. Tell us what you think about the pack overall. Did you buy the whole thing? Did you buy specific mechs from it? And let me know below. And I'd just like to close this by saying thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Bye!